Well, China is in fact Wisconsin's largest trading partner outside North America. And so the state is watching closely as the world's second biggest economy adjusts to slower growth. For more on that, I spoke to Kurt Bauer, President and CEO of Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce. I asked how the relationship has been developing.
Well, we're a big manufacturing state. 20% of the Wisconsin economy is manufacturing, and much of what we manufacture gets exported. $22.4 billion worth of manufacturing goods were exported all around the world last year. A good number of those, of course, go to China. We have a lot of companies in Wisconsin, a lot of iconic brands like Harley-Davidson and Brady that are well known in China. Some of them have facilities in China, but it also impacts our broader supply chain. There are a lot of companies you've never heard of that manufacture things for those large Tier 1 manufacturers that depend on trade as well.
And outside of manufacturing, are there any other key areas of economic cooperation, either that are in right now or perhaps that you'd like to see develop with Wisconsin?
Well, agriculture is our second largest business sector, and we grow a lot of things, and we export a lot of those things that we grow and process, including cheese products, dairy products, vegetable products, and we're trying to develop more markets overseas, particularly in Asia. After all, 95% of the world's population or consumers live outside of the United States. By 2020, you're looking at 54% of the world's population is going to be in Asia, and most of the middle-class wealth is going to grow in Asia. So what I tell Wisconsin manufacturers and U.S. manufacturers, or all U.S. businesses, you need to have relationships outside the United States. You have to export if you want to grow.
Now, as with any relationship, there can be challenges. So what would you say are perhaps some of the downsides of doing business with China?
Well, when we first started relationships with China, of course, back in the 70s and 80s, a lot of the simple manufacturing that we did in the United States, a lot of that was transferred over to Asia. But I see more upside now. In fact, we're seeing some Wisconsin manufacturers bringing jobs back from China. But the bottom line is that we see opportunities in Chinese, Asian, really global markets. As I said, because of the population and wealth growth in Asia, I think that's going to be the primary target for Wisconsin companies, or at least it should be. I see more opportunities than downside. We also are hoping to attract Chinese investment to Wisconsin, and we're also looking to bring in Chinese immigrants. Frankly, Wisconsin has a population issue. We need more workers, and we want workers from all around the world to come and work in Wisconsin.
And being that Wisconsin and China do share this very close relationship, how has China's economic slowdown impacted Wisconsin's economy?
It has an impact. We do a survey of our members twice per year, and they've noticed the slowdown, not just in Asia, but around the globe. They're a little pessimistic about where things are globally. The national economy here in Wisconsin and in the United States isn't all that great either, but it's had an impact. And of course, you compound that with the strong dollar. When you're a manufacturing state, when you're an exporting state, a strong dollar is not necessarily an advantage for you. But we still have other advantages. Our productivity is very high in the United States. Energy prices are low. So the bottom line is that we can still be very competitive globally in the United States and in Wisconsin.
Now, Kurt, given these global economic conditions, what do you expect from the relationship between Wisconsin and China, perhaps in the next 5 and 10 years?
I hope China's economy turns around and starts churning nicely, and that will have an impact on the Wisconsin economy. The bottom line is that we're all interdependent. We want more trade with around the world, and certainly with China.